Hi everyone, my name's David. I'm the curator here at Newcastle Museum, and I'm going to be taking you behind the velvet ropes and showing you some of my favourite objects in the museum collection. Welcome to the museum collection at home. So behind me is the Newcastle Museum's 1923 Model T Ford. These cars were not the first cars to be produced, but they were the first cars to be mass produced and made available to a broader audience. So, what does that mean? Well, before these cars came along, the automotive industry was manufacturing cars for the wealthy. Henry Ford developed production lines and all sorts of different techniques that involved making car production cheaper and more affordable. So cars like this were available to more people. In the 1920s, over half the cars on the roads across the world were Model T Fords. And ours is a particularly interesting example. Because of how many were produced, these cars often get into the hands of restorers. They repair them, they rebuild them, they repaint them, they maybe lower them or heighten them, I don't know. And then they lose some elements of their original historical fabric. Whereas this one retains a lot of its original features. So, the story behind this car is it was purchased by a man for his elderly mother, and she didn't really want to drive. So it went into the barn on the property, and it didn't come out again until it came to the museum collection. So it traces original production techniques, it has elements of original paint, there's still the horsehair stuffing in the seat. Henry Ford was a lot of things, including cheap. There was a company policy that stipulated that parts manufactured by other factories had to be shipped in the same size box, wooden crate, and if they weren't in that size crate, he would send them back and not accept them. Turns out he was using those crates to build the wooden floors in his cars, so he got all of his wooden flooring for free. We often get asked, why don't you restore this car? We think that it is significant and holds significant information in the condition it's in. So there you go, that's the Model T Ford. I'm David Hampton, I'll see you next time.